to another live program with City Museum. My name's Angela. Today we're going to be doing a fun little project today. What you're going to need is alcohol markers or some type of marker. You're also, let me pull up my video first. Hold on just a moment. Okay. You're going to need, I apologize for my eye. My eye is very itchy today. I think the allergies have really got me going. So I'm sorry if I'm touching my eye too much. Okay, so today you're going to need, for this project, you're going to need 3 cardstocks, a Ziplock bag, Sharpie markers or alcohol markers. You must have colors for this project, scissors, and tape, okay? Oh, goodness, my eye. Okay, okay, so to start off, you're going to take your, oh, let me show you what we're doing. Forgot. Okay, so this is the project we're doing today. What? How cute, right? This is what we're doing. Anyway, so to start off, you're going to take your cardstock and you're going to fold it in half, okay? So take your cardstock, fold it in half. Oh, goodness, I apologize. My allergies have just, they're all over the place today. Gotta love that Midwest allergy situation. Anyway, so fold your cardstock in half, right? And then you're going to cut it in half. So you want to fold it again just so you get it even. I made this one a little bigger. It took a lot more cardstock and it took me a while to figure out what I was doing. So I figure if we just do it in half, we could do a smaller one. It'll be super cute. All right, so fold it in half. And then what we're going to do is you're going to unfold that. Pardon me. And then we're going to cut along this line here, okay? So cut this line. So what I did was I folded it in 4, 1 and 2, okay? And then you're just going to cut the middle line. For those of you just joining, we're doing these little, now you see it, now you don't. All right? So cut this in half, where you put your folds on there. We're just going to do a mini of this. We're going to do a little one of this, okay? Okay, so then you're going to have this, right? And this is going to be your card, so we're just going to do a tiny thing. I think this should work. If not, we have extra cardstock. We can make it bigger. Okay, so this is the little situation we got going on. What you're going to do is this, you're going to cut this in half, okay? All right, and now, so now you have one of these and one that you cut in half, all right? And this is, this should fit evenly in your thing, right? Okay, so then what you're going to do is you're going to take this, okay? Actually, take it back. You're going to take your piece here and you're going to kind of fold it a little bit. You don't need to crease it. Don't try to crease it too much. And then what we're going to do is we're going to make like a frame right here. So you don't want to cut it completely off, but we're going to do like a little frame. So let me zoom up a little bit. All right. Okay, there we go. So then now we're going to cut. Let's see how far I got. Okay, about right there. And then turn it, do the same. Try to keep it even, okay, when you get to the bottom. Okay, and then just go back around and cut that. So what's going to happen is that's going to make a frame, okay? So now when you unfold it, you have this little frame, right? For your piece we just did. So it should look like this. That's how it should look. Okay, and then the next step is to take, you could actually use this piece of paper that we just cut out. Well, no, you couldn't. We need it bigger. So you need it bigger. So you're going to, now the single sheet that I said cut this piece to. Okay, so now that fits in there, right? Okay, so you're going to pull it down just a little bit. So you see how I did this? You don't want it, you want it to still be underneath this, okay? So then what you're going to do is you're going to take that and you're going to fold it over to the back of your frame, okay? So it should be folded to the back of your frame. So you open that up, that is folded underneath your frame. See that? Does that seem pretty easy to follow? All right, then once you have that, you can pull it out a little bit, and you want to cut a little bit of this side off that's right here, okay? And I'll show you what I mean as soon as I cut it. So you get it just a little bit. You don't need a whole lot, but you need enough. So cut this side off, a little bit of side off. And then when you slide it back on there, all the way up to the edge, then you have this side right here that should be exposed, be a little longer than the inside, okay? Which I didn't cut it enough, so I'm going to cut it again. And the reason for this is so we can fold this over this, okay? You stick that on. Okay, now see how this side is longer? Now you're going to fold that over that, all right? So just figure it out here. Fold it over. Like that. Fold that, crease that good, okay? There you go. And then how that's going to work is you're going to, well, you're going to do it like this, and then we will tape it. Maybe not. Maybe that's not even going to work. Actually, we'll just tape it like this. That'll work better probably. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see how that works. I think actually I need to fold it over. I'm always so scatterbrained sometimes. Okay, yeah, so just fold it. We'll fold it over like that. Okay, and then the next step is we're going to tape. You're going to flip that over, and the back part that we just did, that we folded behind, we're going to tape that onto there, okay? I have double-sided sticky tape, which I prefer to use the other tape, but I don't have regular Scotch tape, so I'm just going to have to use this double-sided stuff, which is kind of annoying to work with sometimes. Okay, so I'm going to put this on the back of my frame and then fold this over. There we go. That should hold it in place. So now this is being held in place, right? Right. There we go. I'm going to cut some of this off. I have it too much here. It's too big for me. Too big for my liking. All right. You can always improvise. If it looks too big or too small, you can always fix it. No big deal. Right? Okay, so now this should fold over. My stuff is not... I think my hands just don't want to work today. Fold that over. Okay. I may have to redo this one. I always do the samples and they look great, and then when I get on here, for some reason it just doesn't want to work for me. Okay, hold on. I see what's going on. I had too far over. There we go. Okay. All right, that's better, that's better. I was like, what's going on here? Why does this look like this? I had it too far over. Okay, so then I gotta fold this and fix it. All right, now what you wanna do is you're gonna tape. You wanna tape this side together, okay? I'm gonna tape that one too. So I don't know how this is gonna work with this one because now double-sided tape does work pretty decent for this. So I'm going to tape this right here. I'm going to put some tape under here. Just enough to hold it, okay? In place. Okay, so now we have this little frame. right? There we go. Next step, you're going to take your your piece of paper, okay? And you're going to figure out how big it is in comparison to this. So you want it the same size as this piece that we taped on and attached to the frame, right? So just measure it as best you can, and then you're going to cut it pretty close to the, you want to make sure that the frame is not, when you do this, that it's not outside your frame, okay? You got to cut it inside that so you can't see it. All right, so that means I got to fix this, right? Right. Is that good? Pretty good. I think it's pretty good. Let's see. Yes, that's good. That's good. Okay, so cut it to fit so it can fit inside the folded over one that you did. So it should be like this. You should be able to just fit it right in there, right? Just like that. All right, once you have that cut and figured out, the next step is to create a design on it. Something simple. You don't want to go all out. You want to do something simple. I did a turtle on mine, so I think maybe we'll do another turtle just because it's so super simple, okay? So I'm going to do the color first, and then I'll outline over it, all right? So color first, and then I'll outline. So let's see what color I want my turtle. Let's do some green. So the turtle outline here. I'm going to color it in. I'll give its head a different color, okay? See how, so there's that part of the turtle, just like a half circle. Then you're going to add the head to it. You can make his face look however you want. That's up to you. I always like my turtles to look ho-hum, you know. All right, here we go. And then don't forget to draw its leg. So there's the head. Don't forget to draw a little leg. Color it in. Same for the back side. All right, make it a little bigger. And then don't forget the tail. Turtles have cute little tails. All right, so there's that. And then now for the black, okay? You just want this simple, super simple. So now just trace it all the way around. Over your turtle. Try to stay on the lines. You want it to be perfect. Nobody's perfect, but you want to make it, you know. All right, I'm going to give him a mouth. My little turtle looks ho-hum, and I'll show you what I did when I'm done. So this is what I got so far, right? And then I'm gonna do the shell. So I like to just put a few lines, maybe 3, depending on how big you got, and then 1 in the middle, right? So there's my little turtle. And then I think I want to give it a sun. I forgot to put a sun in there, so let's do a sun. A little bitty teeny tiny sun, right? And then I'll go over that with black, okay? Go over my sun, black. Just do one side. This. Okay, so then that's that. Next step, once you have that done, the next step is for the Ziploc bag, okay? So the Ziploc bag, you want to figure out how big your Ziploc bag, how big your paper is, and then you're going to cut your Ziploc bag the same size as your paper. Now, if you do it On the bottom of your Ziploc bag, it's a little easier, and I'll show you why once I get it cut, okay? So cut your Ziploc bag from the bottom, which is the folded end. We can always fix it. Well, what sucks about plastic bags sometimes is when you cut them like this, they stick to themselves, and sometimes they stick to the scissors. Maybe it's sticking to my scissors because I cut tape. That could be too. Could be because I cut tape and the residue is on there. Anyway, I'm going to take that off now, and I'm just going to cut straight across. All right. It's not straight. It's all right. It's not either, but that's okay. I'll fix it. Fix it, fix it. All right. I can fix that later. All right, and then you're going to take it. You see how I did that? If you did it from the corner, you take your little paper, you stick it in like that. See that? Now that you got it like that, you want to cut this side that's stuck together. If you did it on a corner, you want to cut that side that's stuck together. So just start cutting it. Okay. Okay. Now once you have that cut, you can take your turtle, stick it in there again, like that, right? All right, and then you really don't need the back part of it, so we're gonna cut. See, my Ziplocs are like freezer bags, so they're a little different. So I have like this extra little edge here that I don't necessarily need, so I'm gonna cut that. And what happens is it undoes it all. Okay, so then what you're gonna do is you're gonna take that, you're gonna fold it back over. You can cut a little bit off, so cut most of it off actually, but you're gonna leave a tab so that you can use it. You can take tape and tape it on, right? So now I've cut that, and I have this fold, this natural fold from my bag, and then you're gonna tape it to the back. So now you have it on. I have this little tab, and I'm gonna tape it, okay? So let me get some tape. You don't have to have double-sided. You could use whatever tape you have. I just so happen to have double-sided, so that's what I'm gonna use, okay? Here. Right up there at the top. Push that on. Okay, so now that we have that done, this is the next step, okay? Next step is to take your alcohol marker or your Sharpie marker, whichever you have. Somebody was even saying something about dry erase markers yesterday, because yesterday I had a project that required alcohol markers or Sharpie markers as well. You could probably use dry erase markers on this and on this plastic, and that would probably work too, as long as provided you didn't touch it, you'd be okay. All right, so the next step is to make sure you have this flat as can be down, and you're gonna start tracing the black part of the turtle, okay? So here we go. So that, like that, and just follow it around, all right? Follow it around. Okay. Around, and just trace your turtle. Try to keep it even. And also what you might need to do is go back over it again on some spaces, because right here I see that I didn't really get it too dark. So if it's not dark enough, you need to go back over it. And the way you check is once you get it all drawn out, you pull it up. Like right now, this is not drawing. I'm having a problem with mine drawing, so I need to... I think my black is running out. Oh, I'm going to have to order more. Okay. There we go. And if any of you are interested in these alcohol markers, like I was saying yesterday, I got them from a company called Arteza, and I love them a whole lot. They used to not have an option for ordering one color, and now they do. However, if you order the one color, it comes in four markers and not just one. But that's kind of the same if you work with Copic markers. Copic markers are also alcohol markers, and they are like you could buy refills for them. These you couldn't buy refills, but now you could just buy the markers single, but you have to buy them in fours. But still, that's like buying refills, and it's about the same price as if you had Copics and you buy refills for the Copics. So, okay, and just trace all the black lines, okay? Now, when you lift this up, you'll see like how much of the color went through. So then now you need to go back and go back over it if the color didn't go through too well. And mine is having a problem, so I'm going to flip it over and try it on this side. Because my marker is about out. Shoot. Okay. All right. Okay, so now that you have that drawn, the next step is we're going to tape this piece here to this, okay? So you just want to tape it to itself. So I'm going to get a piece of tape again. This is a cute little project. I like this one a lot. Okay, so then grab a little piece of tape. Okay, and then I'm going to put that on the edge right here of my frame. And then I'll fold that back over again. Tape it to itself. Okay, now I hope that doesn't, that's going to cause it to stick. Oh, no. Hold on. You make sure that your tape isn't overhanging, because if it's overhanging, then it's going to stick to your, plastic, and you don't want that. All right, let's try it, see if it works. Do that. Okay. So now what you want to do is you want to take your little piece of art, and you're going to stick it in the top behind the piece of paper that we taped in there, okay? So the white piece of paper goes behind, and the clear plastic goes in front. So just push that through, okay? Also, I should say maybe you should wait until your stuff is dry to do this. I don't know if this is going to work for me the way I did this. Oh, I hate when I try things and it don't work. I get frustrated. Okay, yeah, the plastic. Okay, I gotta take this tape off. My tape is wanting to stick to everything. Oh, that's why. Okay, and then so if you have it pushed down in there, it should be hold on. I have to make my plastic smaller. That's what's going on. Okay, smaller plastic. So if you just got to figure it out. If it's too big, you just go back and cut it, right? If the plastic has any jagged edges, you also want to cut those off, because they'll get stuck on the sides and it won't want to slide like it's supposed to. Okay, this is still too big. And then if the bottom is too long, cut that off. Okay, so now I have to put that off. You just gotta work with it, see what works and what don't. Okay, and I still have a little more extra here that needs to be cut off, because it was hanging over. You don't want it hanging over, because then it gets stuck. All right, let's try this again. All right, now put your paper behind the one paper and your plastic in front, right? Here we go. Let's see if it works. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. You got to go back and fix it. I think I'm going to tape this right here because I'm not happy with it. Let's see, I got some different tape. Try it like this. Maybe that'll work for me. Right? Maybe. Maybe. All right, so then when you pull it up, look what it revealed. And it should, if it doesn't catch, it should go back down pretty easy. Mine is catching. And I think that's because of the tape. That double-sided sticky tape didn't work too well. But this is what it should look like. Remember, just work with it a little bit. This one came out looking perfect. So anyway, this is how you make them. You do these little, here it isn't things. All right? So I hope you all had fun. I had fun making this. I wish mine turned out a little better than it did. But it's okay. You just work with it, make it better. Remember, nothing is perfect. You try to make it perfect, but not always is. Anyway, it was a lot of fun. And, well, if you want any information on City Museum, you can go to citymuseum.org. We have all our information on what time we open, how to buy tickets, what's our process with everything that's going on, what precautions we're taking, all of that at citymuseum.org. Also follow us on Facebook and like all our videos. I will be on again next week on Monday. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'll be on again tonight at 7 o'clock doing a more adult-oriented project. And so join me then at 7. It's going to be a fun one. And until then, I'll see you tonight. Bye.